Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another Trends blog. Today we're going to be talking about the big G in the tech world. No, not Godzilla, Google. Recently, Google has been trying to keep up in the AI arms race, and let's just say it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. We're also going to be talking about the current economic state and how brands are choosing to get through this time of uncertainty. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and let's get to it. If you didn't see all the recent AI memes at the Google I/O 2023, Sundar Pichai took the stage unveiling the company's latest AI initiatives. But many tech enthusiasts, including some of us, were left scratching our heads. Before we talk details, be sure to check out our previous episodes where we talked about ChatGPT, Y Combinator's W23 batch, and the SVB crash of 2023, and more. So Pichai kicked things off with a promise of an AI that would revolutionize how we search and interact online. But when the curtain lifted, the reality was, well, let's say a little underwhelming. Not exactly the Iron Man Jarvis we were all hoping for, huh?
No.
Google
Could have assimilated Jarvis.
Instead, what we saw were tweaks to existing services, like more personalized Google News feeds, and some AI-driven camera tricks. It's like ordering a prime rib and getting a hamburger. Not a bad burger, but we're still hungry for that prime rib.
Yeah, we can do a cheeseburger.
And don't get me started on the Generative Experience Project, which, in case you didn't know, is an AI-driven initiative aimed at creating more personalized and dynamic online experiences, using machine learning to generate content and interactions tailored to individual users' preferences and behaviors. Well, Google promised to blow our minds with this one. But instead of a fresh, innovative take on AI, it felt like a weird remix of features we've already seen before. But here's the thing, folks. Not all is lost in the Google AI saga. If you've been following Bing's progress, Microsoft seems to have been doing a pretty good job recently with their AI, showing us that the AI world is still full of potential. And hey, let's remember the good old days of Google. They actually were the ones that transformed how we search and access information. Maybe they're just having a little bit of a midlife crisis trying to find their AI identity. Who knows? If you want to learn about everything Google announced at I/O 2023, you can find a link below to a detailed article that breaks everything down, including Project Tailwind, Palm 2, the latest Palm model, Magic Editor on Google Photos, and more. So, a few takeaways from me. First, don't lose hope in Google just yet. Remember, in the tech world, one innovation can change everything. Second, keep an eye on the AI landscape. Microsoft, OpenAI, and others are cooking up some exciting stuff. Who knows, we might just see a real-life Jarvis very soon. And finally, let's remember that innovation isn't just about launching new projects. It's about refining and perfecting what you already have. Google might be onto something here, but only time will tell. Before I get to my next trend for the day, if you haven't already, do me a favor and move your finger a little bit and take 1 second of your time to hit that subscribe button. You know, the one that's currently surrounded by black right under this video? Also, leave us a comment with the latest trends you're seeing as of May 2023. Guys, everything's gonna be okay. Marketing's not going anywhere. Belkis isn't going anywhere. The economy will stabilize. Everything is gonna be great. Just stay together as a team. We'll be all right. So, I'm gonna state the obvious right now. The past few months have been impacting companies all around the world due to the economic instability. I'm talking longer sales cycles due to the buyers being pressured to not make decisions and start new collaborations, ad conversions being down, layoffs, and more. We all know that this instability can sometimes feel like riding a roller coaster blindfolded. Well, it turns out some brave brands have found an incredible way to navigate these wild twists and turns. They're doing something very unexpected. Instead of tightening their belts and hiding away until the storm passes, they're diving headfirst into marketing investments. Interesting, right? Now, let's get serious for a moment and take a peek at what the experts have to say. According to a report by the International Monetary Fund, economic instability has been a major concern as of late. However, amidst the chaos, brands have identified an opportunity to create brand awareness, engage customers, and boost sales. But why would brands want to increase their marketing efforts during uncertain times? Well, they understand that visibility is key. By staying top of mind and capturing consumers' attention, they can solidify their position in the market and gain an edge over their competitors. It's a bold move, my friends, and it's paying off. Now, let's sprinkle some stats and some fascinating facts into the mix, shall we? According to a report by Deloitte and the Wall Street Journal, many brands have increased their advertising budget even during economic downturns. In fact, in the face of economic instability, brands' marketing investments have risen. To get more info, be sure to check out the report I mentioned a second ago. Alright guys, let's switch gears and talk about the other side of the coin. While some brands are busy shaking up the marketing world, other brands are becoming more cautious about their spending habits. With economic instability casting its dark shadow, buyers are tightening their purse strings and carefully evaluating their purchases. It's the rise of the conservative spenders.
Hey, do you have a budget for...
We don't have budget for anything extra right now.
Hey boss, there's awesome investment opportunity on the table.
Investment? What are you talking about? You know what's going on with the economy?
Hey, I got an idea for new collaboration.
We can't do any new collaborations, there's no funds. The Deloitte and Wall Street Journal report reveals that marketing spending in various channels experienced a dip in April. It's understandable, folks, considering the uncertainty in the air. If you ask at least a few of your friends or colleagues, you'll most likely hear that March and April were harder months for them and some of their other friends. So, what can we expect in the coming summer months? Well, brace yourselves because change is in the air. As the world gradually recovers from economic instability, experts predict that brand confidence will bounce back. We might witness a surge in marketing activities as brands strive to woo those conservative spenders back into the game.
I get it.
Takeaway time, folks. The key lesson here is that even in the face of uncertainty, some brands are stepping up their marketing game to stay relevant and thrive. While other brands are being more cautious about spending, this trend won't last forever. For me personally, I want to encourage you to be very communicative about everything going on, especially if you're in sales or marketing. The last thing you want is for your boss or team to think that you are just for no reason underachieving your KPIs. This economic instability looks different for many people. If your company is working on spending less, optimizing, and changing things up, try to be flexible and do your best to show that if the layoffs start rolling in, you're not going to be on that list of unfortunate people to be let go. If your company is on the opposite side and investments are flowing in for your marketing goals, don't take this lightly and focus on being even more productive than ever before so that these investments don't just go to waste. To sum things up, dive deeply into understanding what is needed of you at the moment and maximize your effectiveness whether you're on the cautious spending side or the side that decided to invest more in marketing. Remember that you have a lot to offer. Make sure this is evident and sit tight alongside all of us until we get out of this rainy, unstable time and finally get to enjoy the sunshine again. Alright, that's a wrap for today. Stay tuned for our next trend-packed video. Don't forget to subscribe and keep those marketing moves bold and those wallets cautiously optimistic.